According to debt.org, Americans owe $986 billion on credit cards, surpassing the pre-pandemic high of $927 billion. We owe $11.92 trillion on mortgages, $1.55 trillion on vehicle loans, and $1.60 trillion for student loans. As you can see, you're not alone. We all have incurred debt. Let's discuss a few tools you can use now to begin to eliminate it. Tool number 1, establish an emergency fund. Establishing an emergency fund is one of the most important tools needed when establishing and sticking to a debt elimination plan. Money sitting in an easy-to-access bank account provides you with peace of mind should you have an unexpected and necessary expense. The reality is, emergencies come out of nowhere, and it's better to have planned money sitting aside versus money charged on a credit card. The amount to aim for is $1,000, as this amount can cover a variety of emergency expenses. Tool number 2, use a budget. Budgets provide you with an opportunity to control where you want your money to go and is an essential tool for eliminating debt. An effective budget will show, number 1, your income versus your expenses, number 2, due dates for bills, number 3, debts you owe, and number 4, line items for future savings plans. Using a budget consistently is what makes this tool a powerful one. In my household, we eliminated $30,000 of debt in 2 years using an effective budget and updating it regularly. Here are a few tips to using a budget effectively. Dedicate a day a week to reviewing and updating the budget. By showing up each week, you are showing yourself and your household that you are serious about getting your financial house in order. If you find that your expenses outweigh your income, take a good look at bills that are essential versus non-essential, and for a time, eliminate some of the non-essential items to put more money back in your budget. You also want to find a way to add more income to your household. This will boost your earnings and help you to eliminate debt quicker. Use the debt snowball method for eliminating debt. This method requires that you list all debts from the least amount owed to the greatest. Every time you are paid, extra funds are to go towards the first debt listed, and once that debt is paid, you will start working on the next one. This method was what kept us motivated and excited to pay off our debt. Plan for future savings. Just because you can't buy a new car now doesn't mean you can't plan for it in the future. An effective budget will include an area where you can list your future needs, and when you have extra funds that are not dedicated towards debt payments, you can tuck that money away in a future savings fund. If you find that starting and maintaining a budget is overwhelming, at Liquid Capital Management, we provide one-on-one services to assist with all your budgeting needs. Feel free to contact us at 904-853-0010 or by email at info@liquidcapitalmanagement.com. Tool number 3, debt consolidation loans or personal loans. For this tool, the use of good debt applies. It can be overwhelming to manage multiple credit card payments or other types of debts. Using a personal loan will allow you to consolidate all debt payments under one lower payment, providing payment relief. This is also a great tool to use to preserve your credit score. If you pay down credit cards with the loan, you will bring your credit card utilization down, which can have great effects on your credit score. If you are concerned about the interest rates for personal loans, weigh the pros and cons, as sometimes just getting the payment relief is what's most important when getting your debt under control. As a quick note, there are debt consolidation companies that can assist if your debt has become unmanageable and you don't mind the companies closing your credit lines. But I do recommend that you try the budgeting and debt snowball method first to see if you can find a way to pay your debts and preserve your credit lines. Now here's your posting assignment. List up to 5 debts that you have, starting with the least from the greatest. Now make a plan to pay off the least debt owed. How soon can you achieve this? Post your payoff date.